morning students, Sairam. In today's mathematics session, we are going to do the revision of chapter number 5, Understanding Elementary Shapes. In today's session, we will revise some of the important questions from this chapter, which will also help you in revising the concepts of this chapter. So let's begin. Let us see what is the first question. Which one of the following shapes represents a matchbox? The four options are cube, rectangle, cuboid and square. So we know, children, that a cuboid is represented by a matchbox. Next question. Which one of the following shapes does not have straight edges? Cube, sphere, pyramid and cuboid. We know out of these options, sphere is the correct answer for this. Next question. How many edges does a triangular pyramid have? So we know that a triangular pyramid has 6 edges. So 6 is the correct option for this. Next question. Which of the following shapes has all its faces in triangular shape? The three options are triangular prism, square pyramid and triangular pyramid. Children, we know that triangular pyramid is the shape which has all its faces in triangular shape. So triangular pyramid is the correct option. Next question is fill in the blanks. First one, an angle of measure 360 degree is called a complete angle. We know that angle of measure 360 degree is a complete angle. Second one, an angle of measure 240 degree is a reflex angle and obtuse angle. We know that angle of measure more than 180 degree is a reflex angle. So this is a reflex angle. Reflex angle is the correct option for this. Next question, a triangle whose all the angles are of measure less than 90 degree is known as obtuse angle triangle, acute angle triangle. We know that a triangle which has all its angles less than 90 degree is an acute angled triangle. So acute angle triangle is the correct option for this. Next question, a quadrilateral whose opposite sides are parallel is called, the four options given, a rhombus, a trapezium, a parallelogram and none of these. We know that a quadrilateral which has opposite sides as parallel is a parallelogram. Next question, a triangle whose one angle is right angle is known as a right angle triangle. One of the angles, if it is right angle, it is known as a right angle triangle. Next question is true or false. First one, a triangle may have 4 vertices. No, this is a false statement. We know a triangle is a 3-sided polygon and it has 3 vertices. So this statement is false. Question 2, the opposite sides of a trapezium are parallel. No, because we know in a trapezium only one pair of opposite sides are parallel. So this statement is also false. This is a false statement. Coming to the next question. What fraction of a clockwise revolution does the hour hand of a clock turn through when it goes from 12 to 9? So we have to tell the fraction of the revolution in a clockwise revolution of a hour hand of a clock when it goes from 12 to 9. So the hour hand goes from 12 to 9. So what fraction of the revolution is, we have to tell. So let's see how we answer. We have the steps for this. When hour hand of a clock turns through 12 to 9, the number of right angles formed is 3, isn't it? 3 right angles. Then measure of angle covered, when it is covering 3 right angles, means the measure is 270 degree. The measure is 270 degree angle. Then what will be the measure of complete angle? We know that a complete angle is 360 degree. So what will be the fraction? It is 270 out of 360. So the fraction of revolution will be 3/4. When we divide 27 by 36, we get 3/4. 9, 3 times is 27, 9, 4 times is 36. So we get 3/4. So the fraction is 3/4. So when a clock hand goes in a clockwise direction from 12 to 9, it goes through a 3/4 part of the revolution. Next question. How many right angles do you make if you start facing west and turn to west again? So if you are facing west and if you again come to face west, whether you go clockwise or anti-clockwise, again you come back to west, then it is a complete revolution. It is one complete revolution. So one complete revolution is correct option for this. So number of right angles when we go through complete revolution, the number of right angles covered is 4. 4 right angles make 360 degree. So for one complete revolution, there are 4 right angles covered. See, measure of the angle covered in one revolution. So in one revolution, the angle covered is 360 degree. Name the type of following triangles. So in this next question, we have to tell about the type of the triangles. So question A is triangle with length of sides 7 cm, 8 cm and 9 cm. So this is a triangle with all the sides of different length. So we know that a triangle with all the sides of different length is a scalene triangle. So scalene triangle is the correct option for this. Question B. Triangle PQR such that PQ is equal to QR is equal to PR is 5 cm. Here all the sides of the triangle are of 5 cm. So it is an equilateral triangle. Next question. Triangle XYZ with measure of angle Y 90 degree and XY is equal to YZ. So here we have a 90 degree angle and two sides are equal. So what kind of angle is this? This is isosceles right angled triangle. Two sides are equal and one right angle is there. So isosceles right angled triangle is the correct option for this. Next question. Triangle LMN with measure of angle L 30 degree, angle M 70 degree and angle N 80 degree. So here we have an angle which is having 3 different measures of angles. All the three are acute angle. So this is an acute angle triangle. So triangle LMN is an acute angle triangle. Next is fill in the blanks. Question 1. When the sum of measure of two angles is that of a straight angle and if one of them is acute angle, then the other should be obtuse angle and acute angle. So when the sum of the measures of two angles is straight angle, that means if it is 180 degree angle and one of the angles is acute angle, then obviously the other one will be the obtuse angle. We can also understand this with the help of this figure. So here this is a straight angle. If one of the angles like this is acute, the other angle will be obtuse angle. Next question. An angle whose measure is the sum of measure of two right angles. So an angle whose measure is the sum of measure of two right angles is a straight angle. It is 180 degree angle. 90 plus 90, it is 180 degree angle. That means straight angle. So straight angle, this one is the correct option for this. Next question, total number of faces of a cuboid. So we know that a cuboid has 6 faces. So 6 is the correct option. Next question, a triangle whose all the angles are of measure less than 90 degree is known as an acute angle triangle. We have also discussed it earlier. Next question, if we stand facing east and turn clockwise to face north, the part of revolution I have turned is 3/4 of a revolution, 1/4 of a revolution. These two are the options. So if I am facing east and if I turn through clockwise turn to face north, then I have gone through 3/4 of a revolution. So 3/4 is the correct option for this. Facing east and from here going to face north is 3/4 of a revolution. Next question, true or false? All sides of a parallelogram are of equal length. So is this statement correct? No. All the sides of a parallelogram are not of equal length. So this is a false statement. Opposite sides are of equal length. Now problem 2 is the opposite sides of a trapezium are parallel. This is also false because we know that only one pair of sides in trapezium are parallel. Question 3. The diagonals of a square are perpendicular to each other. Yes, this is a true statement. We know that diagonals of a square are perpendicular to each other. This is only a rough figure. The diagonals of a square are perpendicular to each other. So this is true statement. Next one, a square can be thought of as a special rectangle. Yes, it is true because a rectangle with all the sides equal will become a square. So it can be thought of as a special rectangle. Next one, a rectangle can be thought of as a special parallelogram. This is also true because a parallelogram with each angle a right angle, it becomes a rectangle. So yes, a rectangle can be thought of as a special parallelogram. Next question, where will the hour hand of a clock stops if it starts from 10 and turns through 3 right angles? So the hand of a clock starts at 10 and it goes through 3 right angles. So where will it reach? First right angle is this, then next right angle and third right angle. So it will reach at 7. So it will show 7 o'clock. So from 10, if it turns through 3 right angles, it will show the time 7 o'clock. Next question, identify the type of triangle if triangle XYZ with measure of angle y 90 degree and xy is equal to yz. We have discussed this type of question earlier. This triangle will be isosceles right angle triangle because two of the sides are equal and one angle is right angle. So it is isosceles right angle triangle. Next question. Here is a question on a line segment. Which one of the following is not correct? We have to look at the line segment and decide. So here first option is given, AC is equal to FG. So here AC, we can see it has 2 units. It is made of 2 units, whereas FG has only 1 unit. So AC and FG are not equal. So this is not correct. This is incorrect statement. CD is equal to GH is correct. and BC is less than EH. This is also correct statement. So, the wrong statement is this one. Then next question, does PE bisect CG? So, CG is this this line segment CG, and we have to decide whether PE is this one is bisecting CG. So, children, by looking at this figure, we can know that CE is having 2 units and EG is also having 2 units. That means CG is divided into 2 equal parts by PE. So, yes, PE bisects CG. Yes. The next question. What is the midpoint of CG? This is CG. So, what is the midpoint of CG? Midpoint means it will be in exactly center of CG. So, E is the midpoint, isn't it? Because on both sides of E we have 2 units. CE is 2 units and EG is also 2 units. So, point E is the midpoint of CG. Now, AB is 1 centimeter, AE is 4, then BE is what? So, AB is 1 centimeter, AE is 4, that means BE will be 3 centimeter. Next question, identify the type of triangle. Is here in the figure we can see 2 of the sides are of equal length 5 centimeter, one of the sides is 8 centimeter, and all the angles of this triangle, they are acute angle. So, this is an acute angled isosceles triangle. This is an acute angled isosceles triangle. Next question. Again we have to look at the figure and decide what kind of triangle it is. Here we have one right angle and all the sides are of different lengths, 15 centimeter, 17 centimeter and 8 centimeter. So, what kind of triangle is this? This is a scalene right angle triangle. This is a scalene right angle triangle. Last option is the correct one. Next question. Identify the type of angle from the given diagram. First one, angle AOB is obtuse angle, acute angle. We have 2 options. So, we can see angle AOB is this angle. This is an acute angle. By looking at the angle, we can decide that this is an acute angle. This is the correct option. Then B is angle BOD. Angle BOD is this one, this straight line. It is a straight line. So, it is a straight angle. Angle BOD is a straight angle. Next question, identify the given diagram. Here 2 options we have, hexagon and pentagon. Students, we can see that this figure, this diagram has 5 sides. So, it will be called a pentagon. Now, which of the following is not a diagonal? We can see the diagonals here. These are the diagonals joining the vertices which are not adjacent. So, ED is a side of the pentagon. It is not a diagonal. AD is a diagonal, but ED is not a diagonal. So, ED is the correct option. Next question, what does this diagram represent? So, we can look at this diagram and we can understand that it is facing north and going anti-clockwise to face east. So, it is facing north and turning anti-clockwise to face east. We can look at the diagram and decide. It is facing north and turning anti-clockwise to face east. Now, how many right angles are made? When it is going from north to east anti-clockwise, there are 3 right angles made, isn't it, children? You can look at the diagram and you can decide here when it is going from north to east in an anti-clockwise direction, then 1, 2, 3, 3 right angles are made. So 3 is the correct answer here. Now find the angle measure between the hands of a clock. So here 9 am, when we have 9 am, that means one of the hand is at 12 and one is at 9, we can see the angle is 90 degree. When it is 1 pm, that means one of the hand is at 12 and another hand is at 1, that means it is 30 degree angle. And when it is 6 pm, then it is a straight angle, that means 180 degree angle. Here we have one more question. Draw any line segment, say AB. Take any point C lying in between A and B. Measure the length of AB, BC and AC. Is AB is equal to AC plus CB? So here we have AB as, when we measure AB, it is 6 centimeter, and we have measured AC, it is 3 centimeter, and CB is 3 centimeter. So when we add AC plus CB, then it is 6, which is measure of AB, 6 centimeter. So we can understand that AC plus CB is AB. So C is the point that is lying in between A and B. Similarly, if we have line segments like this, if we look at this line segment, AD is equal to AB plus BC plus CD. Similarly, AD will be equal to AC plus CD, and similarly AC will be equal to AB plus BC, and AC will also be equal to AD minus CD. If we subtract, take off CD from AD, then we get AC. So these are about this line segment AD. And another line segment we have WXYZ. Here we can understand that WZ is again WX plus XY plus YZ. WZ can also be WX plus XZ. WZ will also be equal to, this is also equal to WX plus XZ, and WX is equal to WZ minus XZ. So these are also true about the line segments. Before winding up this session, let's once again revise the properties of the quadrilaterals. Children, a trapezium has one pair of parallel sides. A parallelogram has two pairs of parallel sides. A parallelogram with 4 right angles is a rectangle. A parallelogram with 4 sides of equal length is a rhombus, and a rhombus with 4 right angles is a square. Children, with this I wind up this session. Thank you.